Harvey lads, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia and welcome to the NRL Round 12 tips and predictions for your Tuesday evening. It is currently 5:06 p.m. here in New South Wales. Hope everyone is doing well. It is Origin affected round where there is 5 games of NRL this weekend and they are all Origin affected. So your favourite team, if they're playing this weekend, they may be without a couple of State of Origin stars. But there are still some good games to look forward to this weekend. But before we go any further, guys, if you're new around here, do not forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate that. And if you're a regular viewer, make sure you do the same. I really appreciate all of you guys, all girls, or whatever the hell you want to be these days. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in as always. Hello to the live chat. I want to acknowledge the live chat because you guys are the ones that keep this going. Hello to Lockie. Hello to Josh. Hello to SS Storm fan. Hello to Luke, Melbourne Storm fan. Hello to Jeffrey, Rishi, Diggs _96. Hello to Will. Hello to everyone that is watching. I hope you guys are all doing well. But yeah, like I said, 5 games this weekend. Origin affected. Still should be some good footy to watch over the weekend. So without further ado, let's get to my round 12 tips. And it all begins on Thursday night, and it is out there in the cesspit known as the Core Stadium in front of about 10 people. I'm only joking. But this game should be a good one, man. Bulldogs versus Dolphins, Thursday night from a Core Stadium. The Dogs, they are favourites at $1.35. The Dolphins at $3.25. So not a bad price there for the fish. If you like, the Dolphins there. So, obviously, Dogs have got a couple out for State of Origin with Stephen Crichton. Who else is out? Kurt Mann won't be playing. And that's obviously they get Josh Curran back in the side, which is a big inclusion. As for the Dolphins, the hammer is out. So, Jake Averillo will play fullback this weekend, shifting Max Feagai into the centres. And yeah, look, this is going to be a good game. Now, I could be wrong, and you guys can correct me later if I'm wrong, but I don't believe the Dolphins have ever played at a Core Stadium. If they have, let me know, but I don't believe the Dolphins have ever played at a Core Stadium. So, could be that. I think it's their first time there. Now, the Dogs, they haven't lost at a Core Stadium this year, I don't believe. So, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be close. And the Dogs do have a lot of players out. And I think the Dolphins, guys, can go down there on Thursday night and cause a bit of an upset. The Dogs have got a few players out, or I should say a lot of players out. And the Dolphins have only got one player out for Origin, and that's the hammer. So I think the Dolphins can cause a bit of an upset Thursday night. So I'm going to say Dolphins win by 6. Should be a tight game. Dolphins by 6. And the first try scorer, I'm going to go with former Bulldogs player, now at the Dolphins, Jake Averillo. He's playing fullback Thursday. Averillo to score the first try. Dolphins by 6. Moving on to Friday night football, and only the one game on Friday night, and it's at 8 o'clock from Combank Stadium in Sydney. It is the Parramatta Eels taking on the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. A big rivalry game for Friday night football. I don't understand why they would schedule a rivalry game like this during the Origin period. That doesn't make much sense to me, but hey, we've got it Friday night, so let's enjoy the game. Obviously, Parramatta, no Lomax, no Moses. So Josh Semrani goes to the centres. Russell goes to the wing. Dean Hawkins comes in for Moses, but there is talk that Josa Papali'i could be coming in at halfback. There is a bit of a rumour, so he might be in the halves with Dylan Brown. As for Manly, no Cherry Evans, so Jacob Arthur, the former Eel, he'll play halfback this weekend. And, Ethan Bullymore once again in the front row with Takiaho. Jake Trbojevic obviously out with concussion. Tommy Turbo still there at fullback. Look, I think Parramatta can give Manly a game, but Manly last week, very impressive up in Townsville. They're only missing Cherry Evans and Jake Trbojevic. Manly still got Tommy Trbojevic, Luke Brooks, Ola Kawatu's still there. They've still got their entire back line. Parramatta have got no Moses, got no Lomax. Feel like Manly can cope better without their origin players compared to Parramatta. Parramatta without Moses this year have been diabolical. So for me, I think Manly win. I think Manly win well. I'll go Manly 13 plus. I'll go Manly by about 16 points in this one, guys. I think they just got too many points for Parramatta. Manly by 16. And first try scorer, you guys might be surprised by this one. I'm going for a bit of a bold call here. Ethan Bullymore to score the first try. He was a little bit hard done by not getting selected in the Queensland Maroons squad. I think he'll be out for a big game on Friday night against Parramatta, and I think Ethan Bullymore could score the first try. So Bullymore first try, Manly by 16. The next game, we go to Super Saturday, and this game is out at Carrington Park in Bathurst. We've got the Penrith Panthers taking on the Newcastle Knights, and it's a 5:30 kickoff. The Panthers usually take one game a year out towards Bathurst, and it might be an origin-affected game, but I guarantee it'll be a good crowd. It'll probably be a sellout. Now, Panthers are favourites here, guys, $1.35. The Knights at $3.20. Now, Penrith have got a lot out, obviously, with origin. So, Schneider comes in for Cleary. Garner and Henry will start in the back row with Liam Martin being ruled out. Dane Laurie to fullback while Edwards is out on origin duty. Casey McLean into the centres with Thomas Jenkins on the wing for Toto, who's obviously in origin camp. I'm not sure if there's any other outs. I'm not exactly sure. As for the Knights, Ponga's out, so Fletcher Sharp goes to fullback, and the halves are Gamble and Cogger once again. Jackson Hastings still can't find his way into the team, but you know what? It's origin affected. The Knights will fancy their chances, but have you seen the Knights play without Ponga this season? Absolutely horrendous. And Penrith may be depleted here, but they're young players. They still got some good young players in their side who can throw the football around and score some rugby league points. So this might sound a bit wild, but I think Penrith are going to give Newcastle a bit of a touch-up here. I'm going to go Penrith by about 14 points, guys. I think they'll be too good for the Knights in this one. I'm going to go Panthers by 14. I'm going to go first try scorer to be Paul Alamotti on the wing. I've been liking what I'm seeing from Paul Alamotti. I'll go him to score the first try of the game. But, yeah, guys, I reckon Panthers win by about 14 points. I think they'll be too good for the Knights on Saturday night. The other game on Saturday night should actually be a fairly decent game, and I'm somewhat looking forward to this one. 7:35 kickoff from Industry Group Stadium, which is the old Blue Ton Stadium, Central Coast Stadium. It's had a few names over the years. It's on the Central Coast. The Sydney Roosters take on the Cronulla Sharks. The Sharks are favourites at $1.30. The Roosters are at $3.30. Now, obviously, a few outs for the Roosters. So, Billy Smith is back in the centres. Dom Young is on the wing. Obviously, Robert Toya is in the origin camp. So, Mark Nawar, I'll give up on the rest of the name. He's in the centres. Egan Butcher will start for Angus Crichton. Makatoa will start for Lindsay Collins. Lenu is also out. I think They got a guy named number 14 on debut, I think. He's coming in as well. As for the Sharks, well, the Sharks are lucky. They don't have any Origin players. They just got a good, well-rounded rugby league team. So they're not really Origin affected. Now, the Roosters are going to obviously be written off in this game. And James Tedesco wasn't picked for Origin, so look out for Tedesco. He'll be out for a big game here. Not getting picked for Origin, he'll have a point to prove. But the Sharks, for me, they're full strength pretty much. They've got a strong side here. I just think the Sharks have got a little bit too much for the Roosters, but I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if Tedesco had 300 meters or something in this game. He'd be out for a big one. But for me, Sharks win. I'll go Sharks by 10. I think this will be a much closer game than people think. Everyone will probably go Sharks 13 plus, but I think this will be a lot closer than that. Sharks by 10. And first try scorer, I'm going to go with the Sharks right edge back rower, Britton Nakora. I reckon he might score the first try. Angus Crichton's not there on that edge, so he's up against Egan Butcher, who he could have a bit of a field day with. So Nakora to score first, Sharks by 10. And the final game of the round, guys, probably the best game of the weekend. It's going to be a cracker. Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock from Mount Smart Stadium in New Zealand, or Go Media Stadium, whatever you want to call it now. 4 o'clock for us here, 6 o'clock kickoff over in New Zealand. The Warriors versus the Raiders. What a game. Second versus third on the ladder. It's a top 4 clash. Huge game this. Like I said, 4 o'clock kickoff. Warriors favorites, $1.80. Raiders, $2. Now, the Warriors have won 5 games in a row. They're due for a loss, but is this the game? Now, looking at the team, so obviously Barnett is out due to State of Origin, and Fisher-Harris is out as well. So Jackson Ford, Bunty Afoa are starting. We've seen Jackson Ford start this year in the front row, and he's actually done a very good job, so he can step up while those two are not there. Aaron Clark at 13 once again. Love what I'm seeing from Aaron Clark. One of the best buyers of the year. He's been outstanding. And Kurt Capewell in the centres once again. And for the Raiders, well, they lose Hudson Young to Origin, but they still have Sydney Sasagi will go into the back row. Noah Martin, who's from Lismore, funny enough, is from my hometown. He will debut for the Raiders, which is very exciting. Everything else for the Raiders looks to be the same. This is Corey Horsburgh. He's in the side as well. He'll have a point to prove as well, not getting picked for Origin. This is a tough game to pick, man, because the Warriors are due for a loss, and I'm scared that if I tip them, they'll lose. But the Raiders are playing a good brand of football at the moment. These sides did play at Vegas, and the Raiders did have a good day over there. I think the Warriors may have marked that on the calendar to try to get a bit of revenge. So I'm going to tip the Warriors only because it's in New Zealand. If this game was in Canberra, I would have went the Raiders. But I think over in New Zealand, I'm going to go the Warriors just. Give me the Warriors by 2, a really tight game. First try scorer, I'm going to go with former Raiders fullback Chance Nickel Klukstad, who's now at the Warriors. I'm going to go Chance to score the first try. Warriors by 2 should be a really, really close game. So we'll just go for the tips again and real quick. We're going to go Dolphins in an upset, 1-12 on Thursday night. Manly to beat Parramatta on Friday night, 13 plus. We're going to go Penrith to win 13 plus over the Knights. Sharks to win over the Roosters, 1-12. And we're going to go the Warriors, 1-12 over there in New Zealand. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you all for tuning in as always. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Good luck with your round 12 tips.